Good, beautiful morning, everybody, and welcome to the Friday edition of Shortcuts for Your Soul, where we do a live Q&A for our subscribers and followers. It is the day of Q&A, and we're just going to wait a little while for people to come on. And as you guys come on, we'll get to some questions. Whenever you have them, just post them up on the screen, and we'll get to what we can during this time. So keep in mind now, we are in a time of ascension. This is a time of ascension where our energy has the opportunity to be elevated, where you can amplify the greatest good for your life or the most discomfort for your life. The energy is non-discriminatory. It's like water. You can make water into water, you can make it into ice, you can make it into steam. It just changes according to what interacts with it. So these incoming energies, the way they interact, the way these incoming energies will interact with your mind and your body is going to depend upon what is in your mind and the vital nature of your body. Hi guys, good morning. Hi Chris, good to see you. This one over here. Hi guys. It is a beautiful brand new day. We are streaming live on TikTok, and we are streaming live on YouTube and Facebook. And hold on to your hats. The energies are going to ramp up really again. So be prepared for that. Drink lots of water. Stay hydrated. Stay grounded. I cannot tell you how important this is. Grounding. Keep your bodies grounded. You know, if you want to keep your energy balanced, go out and get your feet on the ground. A wonderful documentary you can watch on YouTube about grounding. It's called Earthing. It's the Earthing documentary. You want to watch that. It'll explain to you why your body needs to be in touch, physically in touch with the earth. Now this channel, just for those of you that are maybe new here today, this channel is fundamentally targeted towards helping human collective unconsciousness move from fear to love. We maintain that it's the collective emotional energies of humanity that are asserting and creating the conditions that we find ourselves living in individually and collectively. As doesn't matter what culture you are, what race you are, doesn't matter any of those things. We are a species that interacts energetically with a field of energy. Some call it the quantum field. And how we are interacting with that energy is only in one of two ways, fear or love. So this channel is devoted to assisting people and humanity shift from fear to love. And it has to start at a very fundamental level of what we are as a body, as what you are as a personality, who you think you are, and what you are as a soul. And we endeavor to provide understanding to the truths of that through the ascended masters, other multidimensional beings, guides, angels. The other thing we encourage on this channel is getting in touch with your guides, your angels, ascended masters, getting in touch with those who have made their transition from matter to energy. Maybe your grandparents, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother. Death is not a reality. It is the end of a physical manifestation, but it is not fundamentally who you are. The body is not fundamentally who you are. It is just the instrument that you're using while you're in this physical dimension. That's pretty cool, eh? Hi, guys. Good morning, Lauren. So this is Friday Q&A for those of you that are wondering. If you're on Facebook, you can, I believe, post questions too and get answers. Hi, guys. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Melissa. Yeah, the body is not who we are. And they keep saying this is very important. You must not let your body, Jesus calls it your servant, become your master. And not to let your mind, your thinking personality, become your master. You came here to master mind and matter, right? We do, by the way, we do levitate. That's levitation. Lifting your arm up is a form of levitation, where you are using energy in your consciousness to direct the function of a physical object to change how it's operating. Interesting, isn't it? Got a question on YouTube from Moran. Hi, Moran. Can I receive a message from my grandmother? Almost a year since she crossed over to the other side. Many thanks and lots of love from Israel. Well, hello, Israel. Yeah, you might want to make a notation of where you're from if you're new here. She, the message I get is there's a great deal of gratitude with where you are now. She really like to see you settle down. She would really like to see you settle down. It'd give her soul great joy to see you have great joy. Yes, very important for her to have you settle down into she's saying a traditional life. Yes, settle down. The next question, I'm just asking her, does she know if this guy this person's coming into your life? She says yes, definitely. So you're going to have the opportunity very, very soon to settle into a different lifestyle, more the speed of what she's calling traditional. I don't know what traditional means in that culture, but obviously you do, and she does, or she wouldn't say it to you. Hi guys. Someone's asking, what was the meaning about the dream I had about the children in Luton? And the words that are coming through me right now is give great care. To give great care. It's important. What does that mean? There are things that these ones need from you that has not been quite offered yet. They haven't been offered yet. What is that? It's of the heart. You need to, of the heart, offer them the love of your heart. Remind them of the love in their heart. Wow, it's cool. I like that. Hi, guys. Thank you. Good question. Also, if anybody's wondering if there's a lot of fatigue going off, fatigue going on in your life, you need to get to bed really early. Get off your technology. This is something my beautiful partner in crime called me this morning. That's my wife, and she called me this morning and she said, I asked her if she'd noticed there was a challenge in going to sleep at night, and she said she'd just seen this thing on research on the blue light from cell phones. And then as she's saying this, on my notifications on Instagram, this thing pops up saying that blue light from phones reduces dopamine levels and makes it more difficult for people to sleep. And then my beautiful wife said, maybe we should turn our technology off at 8:30 p.m. every night. Just shut it all off. And we're going to try that. We're going to try shutting all our technology off at 8:30 p.m. and see what happens to our energy in the next few days. We don't keep phones anywhere near where we sleep. We keep all technology out of that room. But I think that's what we're going to try. It was a great idea. 8:30, no technology, no television, nothing. Get out of it. Hi, guys. Someone's asking, oh, hang on. Just go back a bit here. Hi, guys. There you are. Give me a sec here. I'm just waiting for these questions to repopulate. I swiped the wrong way on my tablet, so the questions vanished. Oh, they're popping back up. Someone says, Ali, I'm new here. Watching, just wondering if you see if I should be worried about my vision. You should be not worried about it. That's the last thing you want to be, is worried about it. You want to go into a vibration of gratitude. You want to go into a vibration of gratitude for your eyes, for how they have let you see. Praise your eyes. Praise your eyes. This is what, it's interesting you're asking about eyes, because last week this guy named Andrew Huberman, I can't remember which video Shorty put out about how to give your eyes a proper rest. And he basically just said you look off in the distance at nothing. You just look in the distance and just let your peripheral vision open up and just let your eyes see in a far wider range that it can without trying to look at any one specific thing. That will give all the muscles in your eyes permission to relax. I highly recommend, if you can find Andrew Huberman's video on eyesight, it would be really beneficial for you. But yeah, you need rest for those little eyes. And gratitude. Appraise your eyes. A lot of people find fault with their bodies. That's really become big. Have you noticed that? People finding fault with their bodies. That is a very strange thing to do, don't you think? Considering there is only one body like yours in all creation. You'll never get another body. You'll never see another body. You'll never hear another body. You'll never know another body like the one you're in right now. And the type of relationship you have with it becomes very important. And yes, I'm being told to say also a lot of the problems with body imaging have nothing to do with the body. It has nothing to do with your body. It has to do with your personality, the construct made up in your mind by the world. A lot of people's distorted views of themselves have come because they've accepted ideas and beliefs in their mind that clash or conflict with who you really are. They force you to judge and evaluate incorrectly, and this causes you distress. Yes. And the function of trying to change your body to correct what is in the mind is futile. You must understand that you are not your thoughts. You are not your thinking mind. Do not let your thinking mind be the second master. Do not let your body be the first master. You are the master of this sacred temple. It's important. Make right your mind, and your heart will be happy. Yes. So a lot of people don't get that their bodies are just an animal body, right? Your body is not who you are. It's an instrument that you use to learn the function of creation in this world, to express your soul's creation, not your ego creation. Most people don't even know they have a soul. Most people believe that the personality, the name they've been given by the environment, is who you are. It's not. The body's not who you are. The mind is not who you are. They are instruments that you use while in this physical dimension. Let's take a look here. Questions. Someone's asking about their business. Who's that? Hi, Willow. Is asking about her business. Yeah, like so many others, you have to release your fear around your business. Go into the joy of your work. It is your expression in love, is it not? Is your work your expression of love? For if your work is your expression of love, you will never be displeased. Find your expression of love. You must make certain. A lot of people don't realize that. Express with love. My son and I put down our screens before bed. It helps tremendously. Thank you for that, Krista. So important. We shut all this technology off. We're going to start doing it at 8:30 in the evening, just for the clarity of mind. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm going to swing over here. Hi, Trish. Good afternoon from Belgium. Welcome. Welcome. Vio's asking why the session from Coherence Healing was canceled. Will I get money back? What's the lesson here? Being put into a corner where you have to take action. That happens. You get guided into situations that force you to grow beyond the confines of your personality. Your goal to be a healer cannot be met until you understand that function. You want this part to be healed. You must understand your function of healing. I challenge any of you right now. Just take your hands. Take your hands and put your two hands over the heart center of the body, like right over there, and just feel the energy that starts to happen between your heart and the energy of your hands. Because when you tell your hands to go here, you're using your head and bringing your head to your heart, and just feel the generation of energy that happens between your hands and the heart center in the body. It's very fascinating. Try that. Questions? Yeah. you can also use sound tones. Your body will respond to different sounds. Your body will respond to different sounds. You go through the scales and feel how your body reacts and responds. Try different frequencies of sound. You can get a tone generator for free as an app from the Play Store. So you might want to do that. Go and get an app that will let you try different tones and feel which tones are best for your body, and then write them down. Find out which frequency of tone makes your body feel expanded, which frequency of tone make your body contracted. A lot of people don't realize they're being bombarded with high and low frequencies all the time, and they interact with your body. So being able to retune your body to a proper frequency is important. Moran's saying, it's so funny. My grandmother, towards the end of her life, always confused me and my sister. I'm actually married with children. My sister isn't. Interesting. That is interesting. That does happen. Yes. Good morning from Vancouver Island, BC. Good morning. Hi, Minaj. Minaj is asking, I snore in sleep. Why do I snore, and how do I fix it? You could try, yes. First thing that came into my mind was that you need to try what they call alternate breathing through the nostrils before you go to sleep. Like, do alternate breathing. You can look it up, but that's the first thing that was dropped right into my mind, was you need to do alternate breathing before bed. That's to breathe out of one side of the nose for a while, and then breathe a certain number of times out the opposite nostril, and go back and forth and get familiar, because the nostrils in our body don't always breathe out in and out at the same time. Sometimes one is more dominant than the other, the left side, the right side, right? Because the left sides of the body and the right sides of the body have fundamental needs that are a little different than the other. Great question, Manoj. Thank you so much for that. Hey, Con, how you doing? Good to see you, brother. It's a great question today. Here, scroll down here. I have a new career path inspired by my late husband. Any spirit guidance, please? Yeah, he wants. He's trying not. He's saying never rush a lady, but he wants you to really put yourself into it. Put the joy in your heart that you've denied yourself. Yeah, like he says you've denied yourself a lot of joy, and he tried to encourage you to do this so that you could fulfill your joy. Stop doubting yourself. He knows you're really good at this, and he knows that you really like this. Trust me. Trust me on this. Yeah. Yeah. So he's with you on this adventure. He didn't just send you on it. He's with you on it. Somebody's asking. Yeah. Hi, Chill. Chill Pill is asking, hi, I'm Jessica. Will Ryan and I reconcile? Is he a twin flame? I think this question came up a couple days ago too. Let go of your fear. Do not be attached. One of the things I've learned over the last few years is do not be attached to people or things in a dependent way. If you understand that life is a dynamic thing, what you have as an opportunity available to you is to open up to the fullness of love. Connect to your essence of love. Let that be the attractive force that you need to work with. Let go, gently let go, and be in alignment with the being of your love. With the being of your love. Yes, a lot of people are mistaking that. They think that love comes from outside of you. Yeah, and you can have beautiful people. We can have beautiful people in our lives that love us and care about us. We really enjoy that. It feels good. But love is the fundamental nature of what you are. And when you become what you are, it begins to orchestrate affairs in your life. Literally. You can alter and change so many conditions in your life just by simply learning how to stay in alignment to a specific frequency of energy. in this case, the vibration of love. Yes. So you really want to get connected to the vibration of love, because sometimes the change isn't because of the other person. Sometimes the change is because of ourselves. We change something about what we think and feel and believe about others, and it changes our reality with them. It's just the way it is. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's go down here. Thank you, Con, for saying that. I appreciate it. If you do have a question, put the word question before you ask your question, Joe. So it's question and then your question. That way my brain, which I've trained to see the word question, will more than likely get to your question. What's that? Oh, hi, Ian. Thank you for that super chat. Ian's asking, I would like to connect with Odin and learn the runes. Is this the right path for me? Oh, wow. I get this real happiness. I was blessed and fortunate enough to channel Odin and Freya a couple of years ago. And yes, this is very exciting for you. It's interesting. I'm really happy for you. This is going to be fun. He wants me to tell you it's important you understand that you must feel the truth of a symbol. You must feel the truth of a symbol before you adopt it. How can that be done? So any of the runes that you're studying, he says, take the runes that you're studying and look at them closely, and then feel if it aligns your heart and he's calling the worshiping in the temple. But any rune that you want to adopt in terms of your understanding needs to be balanced with both your head and your heart. You can feel this very readily. It is like a line of light that goes through you unbroken. These runes, the first of these runes that you feel this way with, will give you the foundation of the message you've been requesting. 12 runes in all. 12 runes in all. And of these 12, you will find contained within them the truth that you have requested to receive through me. Yes. So that's really cool. I would do that, Ian. Like do what he's just said. Get some runes and put them up to you. Look at them and put them and make certain each rune feels 12 runes. And those 12 runes will contain the message he's been trying to give to you, which is why you have been drawn to the runes in this fashion with Odin. It's really cool. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's a cool question. Yes. Just scrolling down here. Snoring. Somebody said something about snoring. Thank you for that, Vio. So somebody's suggesting to the person who was asking about snoring, try the mewing technique. I have never heard of the mewing technique, but it sounds like a funny sound. Recent video on Michaela Peterson's channel. Oh yeah, that would be Jordan Peterson's daughter. Yeah, Michaela Peterson. So Michaela Peterson, check out her channel. She's got something on the mewing technique, which I've never even heard of. It's funny, my brain only gives me cats when I hear the words mewing. Yeah, I love Odin's energy too. Question from Emily. Do we choose when our body dies in our soul contract? This is a great question, and I get from the level of your personality, the life of your body will function in one specific way. From the life of your spirit, your body can function in a very different way. You tend to use what you understand in your mind and what you know in your soul, and between the two, you can adjust the length or and duration of your lifetime very easily. You can become very in charge of that process. There's a certain inevitability in the outcome, but that outcome has a very different result. Many of you go through a process of not honoring mind or body effectively enough, so it has made it very difficult for you to really understand what I'm saying here in terms of you can prolong and alter the duration of your life by the way you learn to interact with the substance of the mind, or what you would call your personality, and what you as a soul do with that personality. Remember, your personality is the factor that drives most of your behaviors, even the ones that you say you do not like to do. You've let your mind be on automatic functions. You've let it run your house for you. You must come home. You must come home and become the master of your house again. But your life can be extended greatly if you understand how to coordinate your mind, what you think of as your personalized identity, and you can coordinate it effectively with the information, the ideas, and the energies that this information and ideas stimulates in the physical body. When you change fundamental ideas and you also change fundamental energies in your mind, when you do these things, you can augment or diminish the quality and nature of your biological existence while you are in the learning process in this physical dimension. Wow. Thank you, Emily. Appreciate that. I think we can take that off now, right? Yeah, let's hide that. Go back over to YouTube. Hey, guys. So we got this wonderful thing going on, Ascension. People don't realize that all the good that we've got, good morning. Any idea if the tinnitus will ever go away, and what should I do about it? That's a great question, Jackie, on TikTok. She's asking how she can make that ringing sound go away in her ears. Meditate and realize that you are simply becoming sensitive, so many of you sensitive to these technological emanations from your innovations here, to begin the process of liberating yourself from the distraction of these frequencies, the function of meditation, of placing both your mind and body into a very specific state where you are then liberated from subjectivity to any of these things. You must understand that your body is simply revealing to you the different ranges of frequency that are coming both into this planet and emanating from it, both through your human collective as well as the planetary consciousness. And yes, these must be understood so that you as awareness can begin to not be subjugated to the discomforts of some of these things. Also understand that many of these tones, if you can learn to hear, many of these tones and sounds are not an annoyance, but an attempt at communication with many of you right now. There's an attempt at communication with many of you right now. Unfortunately, there's so few of you that have the interpretive faculties to be able to interpret the vibrational information contained within these frequencies so that they might prove useful to you in your function of creation here, and what you will do and what you will not do. So it's very important to understand this. Question from Francis Thompson. Is there a word for daughter on her living circumstances? The word is love. You need to align yourself to love, not to fear. Align yourself to love and not fear with this dear one. Yes, she will come back. In the words that are giving me, that she'll come back in visitation to you. It's very odd. I've never said it like that. She'll come back in visitation to you. Simply release your fear and restore your love. And do not mistake the yearning is also of fear. Or if you understood the truth of your daughters and your sons and yourselves, you would have no fear around anyone's comings or goings if you understood this. Well, thank you so much for that. Good evening, somebody says. Jack, I got you there. Okay. Someone's saying here, Harry, medical doctors always want to make things more complicated. They are just they're just broken down. Yeah, I've been told repeatedly this week that most medical professionals came in to be healers. They came in to learn the function of healing, not to and the function of healing is not just fixing somebody's body. The function of healing is teaching people how to correct their thinking processes. Healing is not just meant to be bound to the body. It's meant to be body, mind, soul, and energy. You must understand this. But it's a very interesting time. Yes. Somebody saying, Willow's here saying on TikTok, in my experience, our egos are not our friend. But it's not that they're not your friend. Please understand this. It's so important. You can save yourself countless hours of suffering and frustration. Your ego is not who you are, and it is not meant to be your friend or your enemy. It is simply meant to be a resource that you use in the function of creation. What you call your ego is the collaboration or the composite of all of the experiences, memories, and emotions you've acquired through your biological lifetime. These memories, emotions that you've acquired through your biological lifetime function independent of you quite often, which is why many of you find yourselves saying and doing things that you would not really enjoy saying and doing, or in retrospect, you think I should not have done that. It's because your personality is trained in contradiction to you. Where you find yourself uncertain or conflicted is because your conditioned information and experience has prejudiced you from understanding the truth that you are the authority over thought, you are the authority over emotion, you are the authority over your body. You must come to that conclusion. You must come to that conclusion soon, lest you find yourself struggling and suffering when your mind and your body are not designed by nature to make you suffer, except for what is in them, except for what is in your mind and what is in your body. But these two you have authority over. You can change what is in your mind, and you can change what you do with your body. You will find great peace in the activity of remembering who you are, and that your body is an instrument for you to use, not your master. Question from Barbara. Some YouTube prophets are talking about the Ascension and Rapture. What should we know about this? First of all, I'm not a prophet, I'm a medium, and I just allow the information that the ascended masters that work with and through me put through, and I just allow that information to flow. And it's oftentimes the exact same thing. The function, your function of love is more important than any riches on this planet. You must learn to function as love would function. The trinkets of the planet will come and go. Yes. But this ascension and the rapture, I've been hearing a lot about these terms. And science might step in and say, well, maybe it might be a physiological event like a supernova or a micronova or a Carrington event. It could be one of those things. Science, everybody has their own version of what this might be. From some scriptures, they talk about the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, and they allegorically refer to specific things. But yes, I will. At the bottom of it all, the function of ascension and the rapture is to utilize energy in a way that redefines your divinity. Yes. Do not get caught up so easily in the words and the meaning of words. Rather trust your heart than words. You have learned to disengage from your hearts, and you hear the words of these great leaders around you that proclaim to save you, but their words are as empty as dust. You must understand, you must reconnect to your heart to know the truth of these things. To know the truth of this ascension is to ascend your consciousness in love, in grace, in gratitude, in compassion, in kindness, to ascend your energy. Yes, there are many warriors out there right now, intellectual warriors, spiritual warriors right now that are out there that are assisting humanity to try and at least adjust their personality, our personality collectively sufficiently enough that we don't destroy ourselves in the process. The mind and the body are separate institutions of what you are. Your mind and body are instruments that you operate. And it's literally that simple, that you can learn to alter your heart rate. You can learn to alter kidney functions. You can learn to alter bladder functions. Your body is designed by nature to follow your directions. And your thoughts, whatever those thoughts are, acquired thoughts, organize and restructure energy in the form of emotions into our body. That's restructuring of emotion produces effects, not just in how our body functions, but it also causes us to take the actions we take or not take the actions we take. You are the thinker, not your thoughts. Wakey, wakey. Ascension's about awakening. Awaken your soul. You are not your thoughts. You are not your body. You have a body and you have thoughts, and they are instruments that you must learn to utilize in the function of your creative expression while in this physical dimension. Please understand this. You came into this physical dimension to learn the function of creation. You learn to function creatively in this dimension through the utilization of the resources provided to you, which is your mind and your body. And all of the environmental elements around you, you use for the function of creation, to understand your role. That role is not exclusive to the external world, but more importantly, is determined by the internal world, which affects quite profoundly what you see and experience around you at any given point of time and space. What you see around you in your life right now is an expression of what is held in your own mind. If you change what is held in your own mind, then your life changes. When you change what is in your mind, your life will change. This is the law. And ascension is about being able to raise your energy to the level of divinity, to operate in union and harmony with what you would deem your creator to be, to align to that intelligence that made your mind, made your body, and made your existence. It is with you right now. It is hearing every word you speak, every thought you think. It knows, it sees, it understands, but it judges not. It judges not. The only judgment is our own actions, our own emotions. Thank you. Hello, West Coast, USA. Good morning. There we go. Question from Michelle. My neighbor died by asphyxiation recently. I heard the car running in the middle of the night. My gut was telling me to go over and check on him. My head told me not to go. Why didn't I go? Because he didn't want you to. They didn't want you to. They'd chosen to leave, and that was the best way they could find to leave. But it's all, they said that they also wanted you to know that you can talk to spirit. You can talk to spirit, the consciousness of another, when they make their transition from matter to energy. But this soul planned this. They planned this. Yes, it was not done. It was not done in maliciousness. Yes. But there will be consequences for them too. Understand, you cannot initiate a cause without an effect. And I'm setting, yes. Yeah, you were the first person that thought to them. That's why they came to you too, that you thought about what was going on, and they came to you in response to your thinking. When people leave the physical body, they don't cease to exist. When you leave that body that you're listening to these words through, you will not leave existence. You'll leave this frequency of existence, matter, time, and space, and you will be in a different dimension of time, space, and matter. But the relationship between time, space, and matter and the other dimensions you exist on are they're interactive with each other. So what you do, what you become here in this dimension, you must learn to master it anyway. It's better to do it here in this physical dimension. Much better to do it here. In my experience, our egos are not our friend. Make your ego user-friendly. I'm just scrolling down. I'm a death. Oh, hi, Karen. Karen's saying, I'm a death doula, guiding all my life by late husband. Any spirit message for me? First of all, I want to say that's amazing. What a blessing. What an honor. Well, honorable position to take to guide people through that process, because most people don't even know how to go through it for the first time. And when you recognize your body is not who you are, your body will go through a process where it will cease to function. And science calls that death, when the body ceases to function. That is one aspect of what you are as an entity, as a consciousness. Then there's your personality, the identity that you acquired while in this body that you're in right now. And that personality is not who you are either, but it is an instrument of thought which organizes matter that causes you to appear to the world in a specific way, but it's still not who you are. And I know as a death doula, you understand this very well. And the message is very simple. please understand that it is the function of life that must be asserted in this place of transition. Encourage those that you guide to understand that there is life beyond what they think and life beyond what the senses will tell them. Your comfort and your encouragement are of love. Yes, it's a very fascinating thing. Remember, when the body dies, you do not cease to function. But how the body dies may, depending on how the body dies, it could have an effect on you. Thank you for that, Michelle. Really appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice to know. I understand when a person leaves the physical dimension, they don't cease to exist. That personality in that body is gone. And that soul will have an awareness of that aspect of its experience between lifetimes, so that when you think to them or call to them, or you're suddenly thinking about them, they're interacting with you in that very instant. If you become let yourself train yourself to become sensitive to their energy, the energy of your mother, your father. Anyway, he's very, very grateful that you were there in that last moment for him, Michelle, that you actually helped him make that transition a little easier. Sometimes our presence is all that's needed. She did make it over. Somebody's asking, hi Teresa. Yes, she did make it over. Yeah. It's not, understand, the fear is not from who you are. The fear is of the body. The body is instinctual. And when the body reaches that point in its experience where it begins to lose the ability to stay physically alive, it's not because there's something wrong with the body. It's because you as a soul have been acquiring experience. When you acquire enough experience from a lifetime you're in, you are going to leave. It's that simple. You're not going to stay in this dimension. You're going to acquire whatever experience you need, and you're going to move on to another dimension. So important to understand that you will move on to another dimension. But from the body's perspective, it fears death. That's how its consciousness has learned to survive to this point where we're human bodies. But it's really important you understand that your body is not who you are. Your personality is not who you are, but it's what you use to create the conditions in your life, and you can change those at will anytime. I got time for a couple more questions. Yes, she is, Jackie. Jackie was somebody who's asking, is my baby girl on one of the crystal starseed children? Yes. It's not just one or the other. There's many. There's the rainbow children. There's the diamond. The language of these things don't accurately let you know what the meaning of that consciousness is, because these denote a state of consciousness, not so much a state of language. Yes, they did. They're together. You keep, yeah. They say you keep bringing them to you. They keep, yes. You keep bringing them to you every time you think about them. You know that? Every time you think about them, you bring their energy to you. They love you very much. They're showing me something spinning in a circle. It's like one of those. It's like in a fairground. It's a big spinning swing ride, and they're just giving me that to share with you. And is this from her childhood? Yes. This is something they remember with you on swing set, going around and around. But they really love that. They love that. That's a moment that they hold on to. That's really cool. Thank you. So somebody's asking, my due date for my baby boy is on Tuesday. When will he make his arrival? He made his arrival at the moment of conception. I want to say this. As a soul, your body gets built for you based on your consciousness. What you've thought and felt and believed and accumulated over many lifetimes constitutes your overall vibration. So you come into this body at the moment of conception, a little tiny part of your energy moves into that cell. And then the cell begins to divide. As the cell continues dividing, more and more and more of the soul goes into it, because they're transitioning from the non-physical realm into the physical dimension. And in that process, as the cells evolve more and more and more, think about like you're pouring a glass of water into a glass, right? That as you pour the water into the glass, it fills. So that's the kind of like your soul. Your soul is coming into the physical form, and when that body is complete, the soul is completely in the body, but it first enters the body at the manifestation of the first cell. And that's why it starts dividing so quickly, because the soul is downloading itself back into matter, right? Being downloaded back into matter. That's really cool. Back into matter. Question from Pure Divine 316. Makes me think of John 316. Yesterday was my birthday. Is there any message for me? I got this squeaky voiced person, a very squeaky voice, something like, hey, baby girl. I don't know what they're saying. Hey, baby girl, have fun. Yes. It's another one, and it's like they're doing a fist bump, and I can't quite, but it's a very squeaky voiced male energy. But yeah, hey, baby girl, and they want to fist bump you, like, or like that. It's more like it. But that's, they say that you remember them in your heart. Do they remember you, or you remember them? Both. Yes. I don't know who this person is, but they're very excited that you reached out to them. Pure Divine 316. I love that. Here, one more question here on TikTok from Georgia. Question from Tanya. Quick question. I haven't heard from my guardian angel Benjamin. What is he doing? Can he give a message to me? He's saying get the wax out of your ears. You need to learn how to clear the emotions from your consciousness and feel his presence with you. Like if you can just sit your body down, relax your body, get your mind quiet, calm and peaceful. And you can do this in a few minutes. You know, you can learn how to get your mind quiet so that it's not analyzing and interfering, because your mind will interfere. But I'm being told to tell you, sit down, clear your mind, quiet your body, and feel me. He says he's mostly been like tapping you just between the spine and the right shoulder, and he taps you there quite a bit. He literally pokes at you in that space between the right shoulder blade and the spine. He taps you in there. He says that she doesn't like it, but he's hoping that you'll let yourself hear him. But do that. Sit down, relax, release all the tension from your body, all the thinking from your mind, and just ask him to come and experience you and feel his energy approach you. All the ascended masters have energy. They're just not physical. People that don't have physical bodies still have energy that you can train your awareness to perceive. Just as was said earlier in today's live event, that all of these noises, these high-pitched frequencies, are frequencies of ascension. They're frequencies of energy coming into the planet. They're the frequencies that we're creating from our technology. Yes. And you can learn to become, you can train your awareness to become sensitive to the frequencies of other beings as well. Not just the sounds and the information in sounds, which is another element. There is information in the sounds that you hear. Learning how to extract the information will become very beneficial to you, to extract information from the frequency you are hearing. Kind of like you're in an automobile and you drive away from the city, and the station you're tuned into gets weaker and weaker and weaker. For you want to get closer to it, you'll tune into it more. Well, guys, I want to say thank you for coming out today. Thank you for your support. Tina Buck, I haven't heard back from you yet. When you get a chance, reach out to me so that we can set up your free reading. For those of you that want to participate in private events, other private events, I encourage you to go to my Patreon page. The link is on my YouTube channel, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. And you still got about 2.5 weeks to register, actually 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a day to register for the 102 Masterclass on liberation, how to liberate your mind, your body, and your soul from the past, to reestablish love in your consciousness. I want to wish you all much love. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joy-filled day, and I will see you all tomorrow during the meditation at 10 a.m. Have yourselves a wonderful, joyful day, everybody. Thank you so much for coming out.